We should follow the evidence wherever it leads, right? Not necessarily. It works like this. Between these two words, which one is the most important in shaping a person's beliefs? The answer is worldview. This is a surprise to many people. I asked this question to a group of university students, mostly from scientific backgrounds, and they didn't like my answer because they believed evidence directs an investigation and leads to a discovery or a conclusion. But this isn't how it works. Evidence is a secondary means of discovery. It comes into play when an event has happened in the past that cannot be directly observed. People often cite the maxim that we should follow the evidence wherever it leads. But here is an important concept we need to understand. Evidence does not lead. Evidence sits there and waits to be interpreted by someone with a philosophical bent. That philosophical bent, or worldview, is the lens between us and the evidence. It is shaped by assumptions, presuppositions, and prior held beliefs that can be deeply rooted. They are deeply rooted because they are informed by experiences, emotions, and authorities, such as parents, teachers, and friends that we trust. They carry a heavy influence on our thinking and are very hard to dislodge. So when we look through the lens of our worldview, no matter how scientifically trained or supposedly objective we are, our worldview colors the evidence, and instead of giving us scientific proof, it gives us a model or narrative, which means there are other models or narratives that could also explain the evidence. Any claim to scientific proof is hot air because science requires observation, testing, and repetition, which is not possible for a past event. This means that although an investigator may appeal to scientific principles, it is his philosophical worldview that dictates how they will be applied. So the fundamental question is not, where does the evidence lead? It is, how rational and reliable is the worldview being used to interpret the evidence? And that's how evidence works.